Welcome back! Today, I'm going to talk about how Web3 games should be built, especially in the Cross Forge and Verse8 ecosystem. On CrossForge, every token that appears already represents a game, and every game showcased there is built through Verse8. That means the question is no longer about whether a game exists. The real question is whether that game is designed to last. If we look at many games currently showcased on CrossForge, a clear pattern appears. Most of them already offer earning mechanics. You play, you get tokens, and those tokens can be transferred. On the surface, this looks fine. But when we look deeper, many of these games rely almost entirely on earning, without a clear long-term purpose for the token inside the game itself. The real risk begins when a token is released publicly or migrates and suddenly gains attention. The price goes up, investors arrive, and players start coming in. Not because they want to explore the game, but because they want to farm. At that point, players are no longer asking what the game offers. They are only calculating how much time they need to spend to extract value. When that happens, the game slowly turns into a money faucet. And the problem with faucets is simple. They don't last. When a game's survival depends on token price rather than system design, its lifespan becomes fragile. Once the price drops or the hype fades, the players disappear, and the game collapses with it. This is not a problem of gameplay complexity. Simple games are fine. Idle games are fine. Action games, turn-based games, casual games. None of that is the issue. The real issue is how value circulates inside the game. A game can be extremely simple and still survive, as long as its economy is designed with intention. A healthy Web3 game needs clear separation between in-game currency and transferable value. One currency should exist to support progression, upgrades, and daily activity. Another can represent value that moves outside the game. When everything becomes transferable, nothing inside the game truly matters anymore. A sustainable system also needs sinks, risks, and trade-offs. Players should lose something when they make decisions, not as punishment, but as consequence. Without meaningful sinks, farming never slows down. Without risk, progression becomes a straight line toward extraction. Most importantly, a Web3 game must have a long time horizon. The simplest question to ask is this: how long does this system remain meaningful before it turns into pure earning? If the answer is measured in hours or a few days, then the game is already finished, even if people are still playing it. If we look at an established title like Rohan 2 within the Cross ecosystem, the difference becomes clear. The game uses gold for growth, upgrades, and in-game activities. At the same time, Rubix has real in-game utility and can also be transferred as a crypto asset. Progression cannot be achieved through farming alone. Players have to engage with the system. In this case, the token supports the game rather than replacing it. Now, if we look at user-created games, we can see both strengths and limitations. Dungeon Stalker Bloodbound gives its token a clear function. Players can purchase powerful items with it. However, the system has a clear endpoint. Once those items are obtained, the progression loop ends. After that, the game naturally shifts into an earning faucet because there is no longer a reason to keep interacting with the system itself. Endless Relic Dungeon takes a different approach. It separates gold, which is used for progression, from mark, which represents transferable value. The game introduces rebirth mechanics, long-term stat upgrades, and collection systems that slow down pure farming. Progression takes time, and that friction helps extend the life of the game. There are still issues, especially around whale advantages, but the system at least attempts to delay pure extraction and encourage long-term engagement. So far, only a small number of games on CrossForge treat tokens as part of a long-term system rather than just a reward. And this is not about making games more complex. It's about making them intentional. CrossForge showcases tokens. Verse8 enables creators to build games. Before a token is showcased publicly, one simple question should be asked. Is this a game that can grow alongside its economy? Or is it just a faucet waiting to dry up? Earning will always attract players, but only systems make them stay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.